ATI Industries, located 10 miles east of Morgantown in Reedsville, West Virginia, is looking for driven, hard-working individuals to assist in our ever-growing business. Dedicated to leading the oil and gas industry in the inspection of drill string elements, downhole tools, casing, and rig handling equipment, ATI Industries has grown into one of the largest inspection companies in the Appalachian Basin. Servicing the greater West Virginia, Ohio, and Pennsylvania areas, ATI Industries has stayed committed to providing unsurpassed oilfield services with the highest standard of safety, reliability, and integrity to our employees, our community, and our customers. ATI Industries is located at 343 North Robertstone Way, right here in Reedsville, West Virginia. Come see us today.
Preston Memorial Hospital offers 4 locations in Preston County to complete your laboratory tests. Our friendly, qualified staff is happy to serve you in Kingwood, Reedsville, Fellowsville, and now our newest location in Brewston Mills at the Brewston Mills Medical Center, where no appointment is necessary as walk-ins are welcome on Mondays from 7 to 5, Tuesdays through Thursday from 7 to 3:30, and 7 to 11 on Fridays. For directions or questions, give us a call at 304-379-1103.
And welcome everyone to Preston High School, as tonight Fairmont Senior finds its way up on the mountain to take on our Preston Knights. Hi, I'm Terry Cochran along with Steve Blake. Steve, pleasure having you on board once again tonight, and this is going to be something to watch.
Yeah, this is going to be a very, very exciting contest for some folks. And I think most of those are going to be Fairmont Senior fans, in all honesty. I mean, you look down here at these guys warming up, and I think you said it best earlier when we were watching them. They look like a college team. They are just long, tall, talented, and ready to get things done. They come in here at 19-1. And the mystery of that is they lost 49-46 to Chapmanville. I haven't even found Chapmanville on Google yet. I don't know how but they came out of the woods and pulled a fast one somewhere. Everybody must have been sick that week in Fairmont because they went on the road and lost that game. They have been perfect otherwise all season long, and they have controlled every game they've been in. Put 121 points on the board against Philip Barber down there in Philippi. So you can see that they have plenty of horses, and the horses like to run.
Yeah, that's right. And we're going to get, just in a second, we're going to try to get a word with Coach here, as he's going to step in here. He's supposed to be out here in just a second. Steve, talk to you.
Yeah, we'll watch for Coach Coons. He's got better things to do than talk to me, but we'll catch him if we can here before the game starts. I'd like to get his quick take on the Knights' 5th victory on the road down at Petersburg. And they put up their 2nd highest point total of the season. Had not scored that many points since putting up 85 against Liberty. Scored 84 down at Petersburg and had 4 players in double figures. So that was a good day for the Knights. And they come off of that enthusiastic, ready to play, coming out of the locker room. They look like they're all set. We'll have Coach Kuntz here momentarily, and we'll grab him real quick as he heads by. Good evening, Coach. Thank you for stopping by the broadcast booth here.
Absolutely.
First and foremost, nice win down at Petersburg, win number 5 for the Knights, and second most points you've scored all season, I think, and you had a lot of guys in double figures. Pretty good day.
Yeah, offensively we did what we like to do. We had good ball reversal. We moved the ball around. We got open looks. They really played a good game. We had very low amount of turnovers that night. It was just our night.
and then you bring your team back on such a high from a nice victory like that, and you run them straight into a buzzsaw head first. I mean, 19-1, Fairmont Senior, and Terry and I were debating. I haven't figured out how Chapmanville did that, how they got that one win.
Well, they slowed it down. They slowed it way down on them.
Way down. And I'm not going to ask you if that's what's in the cards for Preston here tonight. I know that you've got some good strategy for the boys. But even with perfect execution, can you really hope to beat a team like this?
Well, we hope to compete tonight. You know, we played the #1 AAA team in the state, Martinsburg. At the time, University was #1. We played them. You know, another #1 AA team. We've played these type of teams before, and I told our guys in there just before we come out, you know, we've been in this situation many times this year against these good teams. Play smart, take care of the basketball, and we'll be okay.
Good start to the evening by the JV. They nearly pulled off the upset. Let's hope that the Varsity can get it done, turn the trick here in the Castle. Just one more game to go after this one, so regular season winding down quickly. I'm sure you'd like to see a good performance here tonight, get the boys ready for postseason play.
Absolutely. I mean, #1 AA tonight and #2 AAA Wednesday night. So, you know, we just got to come out here and compete.
Okay, Coach, thanks so much for stopping by pregame here.
You're welcome.
We appreciate it. All right, well, you heard it right there from Coach Kuntz. The Knights just have to come out here, have the correct mindset. They've got to execute and decide that they want to compete against one of the best teams in the state. And the chips will fall where the chips fall here. But we're almost ready to get pregame ceremonies underway here in the Castle. Terry Cochran will join me here momentarily back in his accustomed seat, and we'll get things rolling.
All right, Steve, we're almost ready for the opening ceremonies to come with the national anthem and an introduction of all the players and the cheerleaders. So we're going to take it to the floor right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, could everybody stand? Before we do the national anthem and get started, could we please have a moment of silence and silent prayer for our young men from Preston. Today's been
Welcome to the Night Matchup as the Fairmont Senior players and the Preston Knights. Now we're going to the Varsity cheerleaders. Senior Captain Avery Schaefer. Senior Captain Caitlin Lawyer. Seniors Lexi Brown, Kaylee Brandon. Juniors Caitlin Miller, Ashley Lander, Macy Boyd, Carly Chips. Sophomores Ariel Sayre, Sahara Belanger, Richard Marley, Heidi Lindley, Allison Chandler, Madeline Shreve, and freshman Riley Poe.
Steve, we're ready to play some basketball here at the Castle tonight. We'll see how our Preston Knights can fare up against one of the better teams in the state of West Virginia. And we've seen a few of those already this year, and now we got to bring in Fairmont that has just been dominant all season long. 19-1, as you talked about earlier. Number one in AA in the state of West Virginia and currently ranked third over all the other teams.
And 2 state championships in the last 3 years.
Wow.
And they look like they're on a mission to get back there again. What can you say? I mean, Coach Dave Retton has got his team firing on all cylinders, and they're ready to go. The Knights had better be ready to go. And here in the Castle, we're going to have some fun now.
All right, here we go, and they're off and running. And right away from the baseline, number 11, Jalen Bridges. Takes an early 3-0 lead for Fairmont Senior. They come out in heavy man-to-man pressure, which we knew they would. Dobbs did a nice job against Corey Powles to tip the ball out of bounds. The Knights are going to have to put up with this steady pressure all night long in their face defense.
Well, it's the kind of game that Fairmont Senior plays best.
Corey, Yeah, Corey took a shot just a little bit too quick. Right back out of there with the ball and a run out all the way to the hole. Missed the layup. Wow, Monty Rebello. He wishes he had that back again.
Tough as Rebello made a nice steal of the ball.
Beautiful behind the back pass. Dobbs. Almost a steal. Patrick Blackston. He's putting a lot of pressure on Nick Smith. Steve.
Well, they know that Smith can score in bunches if he's allowed unrestrained.
Knights working around the perimeter.
Preston's two best scorers are Corey Piles and Nick Smith, and they're being denied any opportunities right now, Terry.
Yeah. Silas Jones was the last to tip that ball out of bounds for Fairmont Senior. Will stay in possession of the Knights. Fairmont up 5-0 already. Down to Piles. Piles thought about it, pulls it back out. Now, good steal down on the baseline. That time, Jalen Bridges. Now he's going to pop one from way outside. Boom! Jalen Bridges. Second tray of this quarter. 8-0 in favor of Fairmont Senior. Wow, what a pretty shot he has, Steve. Knights are just not able to penetrate and do anything with the ball so far.
Rebello on the floor there, has it stripped, then they tie it up. Preston will own it, courtesy of the possession arrow, but the Knights a little too hesitant.
Yeah, Johnson was quick on the ball for Fairmont Senior. They were down on the floor, and he was right there to tie it up. Silas Jones tried to cut that pass off, and they got him for a personal foul. That'll be his first team foul. Knights yet to score in the period. Clock winding at 4:30. Nick will take one from deep off the back of the iron, but a rebound underneath and a block by Bridges.
Bridges just way too big for John Lockery to contend with right there.
They get it into Bridges, over to Johnson. He's working around the perimeter. That time ball off of Zion Dobbs. It's a good strip by one of the Knights to kick that off of Dobbs' leg. Lockery looking to try to get it in. Here comes Dobbs. He is so quick. Boom! Little showtime.
Again, with 3:47 remaining on the big board, we're going to get a timeout in the action. Timeout Preston to talk things over here. Coach Kuntz gave the boys a lot of opportunity there. We're all the way down to almost the 3.5-minute mark of period one, and Preston is being shut out right now by the much bigger, much quicker Fairmont Senior Polar Bears.
Oh, they're so quick, Steve, to get you give them any chance at a ball, and they're going to have it.
Well, and across the board, they've got a size and length advantage.
Yes.
That is just very, very difficult. It's causing Preston to hesitate. I've never seen Corey Piles hesitant to shoot an open shot as many times as he has hesitated here in the face of this defense.
Now it's full court pressure by Fairmont Senior. And right away they get a turnover. Good job that time by Patrick Laxton over there on Nick Smith to cause that turnover. Dobbs out front. Finds Laxton in the middle. And Matheny thought he had a block on that, but they call it on Austin Matheny. It's his first personal. That's going to put Laxton to the line now for Fairmont Senior. Up with the left hand, good. Piles brings it in for the Knights. He'll get it across the timeline against heavy pressure. Lockery looks. Fight for the ball down low and out of there. Piles, and looks like Dobbs on the floor, a tie-up possession arrow to Fairmont Senior.
Polar Bears right now having it all their way, and they're still continuing to run their offense at hyper speed here. And looking for open perimeter shots. Laxton with a nice rebound on the baseline there. And then last touched by one of the Knights, the errant pass, long cross-court pass there.
Yeah, if Nick could have got his hands on that, he was off to the races, could have scored for the Knights, but just it came way too fast. They're working against the 3-2 of the Knights. They'll be looking to get the ball down low. Shot taken by Dobbs at the top of the key. Rebound out of there, Lockery. Lockery brings it across the timeline. He's guarded by Bridges. What a mismatch that is. Try to get it into Smith. Off of Smith, out of bounds. Now we're going to bring in Zach Shannon into the game in place of Smith. Two minutes, 18 seconds remaining in this first period. All big rebound underneath by Dobbs. He's goes up strong, gets fouled, and will go to the line.
That'll be the second foul on Matheny, who is the only Knight who's committed any fouls so far. And he's just out there working as hard as he can to try and get a stop on the ball.
Feeney will have to come out.
And that'll bring Nick Smith back quickly from the bench. He barely had time to get a little hydration and a quick chat with the coach, and he's back on the floor.
Good quick move by Rebello, but he tried to get the ball down low to Zach Shannon. He wasn't ready for the pass. Right away, Fairmont Senior from long range, but a big rebound underneath, up and good. Jalen Johnson just cleaned it up. Dobbs took one from long range, ball off the rim high. He was way up in the air to bring that down and get it back up on the glass.
Johnson with a rare miss from the free throw line.
Smith will take it in and gets it over to Rebello. Rebello had a shot.
But again, the Knight offense sputtering because they're hesitating.
Nick lost the handle driving the baseline out of bounds. Turnover, once again, Knights. 16-0. Haven't been able to get any points on the board whatsoever against this staunch defense. Good box out by Rebello that time. Picks up the rebound, gets it to Smith.
Knights have 30 seconds remaining in the period to work with here.
Smith trapped over on the far baseline. Out of bounds to the Knights. Piles with the ball out front, time running down. They're going to try to get at least one look at the basket. Now Rebello drives into the hole. He gets it over to Smith. They call it on the floor with and that personal foul. I think they called that on number 10, Steve.
Washington's with the foul.
And we get our first tray of the game. And that came right at the end of the quarter. So the Knights are down 16-3. We're going to take it out to a quick commercial break. We'll be right back right after this.
Brown's Mill Grocery invites you to stop by for anything you might need. If you're looking for a quick bite, Brown's Mill has buffet-style pizza, fresh subs, and cold drinks. Fill up your tank and your car's tank, too, with quality gasoline. Snacks, cold drinks, gasoline, anything you might need, you'll find at Brown's Mill Grocery. Brown's Mill Grocery at the corner of the Dogtown Road and Route 92. We look forward to seeing you soon at Brown's Mill Grocery.
Happy New Year! Kent and Melissa with Delano's Furniture and Mattress. Celebrate the new year with us by saving big on our double-sided made in West Virginia mattress sets.
Yesterday's quality meets today's technology. A mattress you can flip. It'll last you year after year. Come experience the Delano's difference.
The Delano's difference. The Delano's difference.
We also have adjustable beds.
Preston Memorial Hospital offers 4 locations in Preston County to complete your laboratory tests. Our friendly, qualified staff is happy to serve you in Kingwood, Reedsville, Fellowsville, and now our newest location in Brewston Mills at the Brewston Mills Medical Center, where no appointment is necessary as walk-ins are welcome on Mondays from 7 to 5, Tuesdays through Thursday from 7 to 3:30, and 7 to 11 on Fridays. For directions or questions, give us a call at 304-379-1103.
Brown's Mill Grocery invites you to stop by for anything you might need. If you're looking for a quick bite, Brown's Mill has buffet-style pizza, fresh subs, and cold drinks. Fill up your tank and your car's tank too with quality gasoline. Snacks, cold drinks, gasoline, anything you might need, you'll find at Brown's Mill Grocery. Brown's Mill Grocery at the corner of the Dogtown Road and Route 92. We look forward to seeing you soon at Brown's Mill Grocery.
All right, we're back in for second quarter action as the Knights have run up against, we knew was going to be one of the best teams in this building, Fairmont Senior Polar Bears.
Yeah, you can say AAA, AA, single A all night long. To me, this is one of the best teams in the state of West Virginia, bar none. They take no prisoners, and, we saw Martinsburg in here. We've seen some talented teams.
Yes.
I'd put these boys up against any of them.
I would too, from what I've seen so far. We've seen Martinsburg. We'll get to see, we've seen Morgantown. We'll see University here Wednesday night. But this is one talented team, the Polar Bears. Dobbs sets up the offense, gets it over to Jones. They just work it around the perimeter, trying to find a spot to get it in down low. Now they wrap it back outside. Oh, there's a beautiful pass inside, but a miss and a big rebound underneath. Knights tip it out.
And the Polar Bears are there to take it.
And beautiful shot down on the baseline by Silas Jones. It's his first 2 points of the ball game. (18-3). Now Lockery will take one from the baseline. Ball out of bounds off of, I believe they're going to call that off of Monty Ribello. He was lucky he didn't get called for over the back on that. Back comes Zion Dobbs. He sets up the offense. They work it around the perimeter. They're looking for Bridges. Now they get it down low and a block underneath by Nick Smith against Patrick Laxton. Laxton had position, but Smith came out of nowhere, made a nice block. 18-3 in favor of the Polar Bears. Washington drills a 3. (21-3) in favor of the Polar Bears. Good drive by Smith. Up on the glass, doesn't fall. Rebound, Ribello up with the left hand, too strong. And they call it out to the Knights.
Couple of hard luck shots by the Knights there.
Well, they're pressing. You can see that. They're worried about every shot getting blocked. And with good reason.
Yeah, that's not without some precedent.
This is one of the best defensive teams I've seen in the Castle for a long time, Steve.
Oh, it absolutely is. I don't think their overall size, they're so big it kind of belies the speed and quickness that they operate with.
Looks like Bryson Flowers in the game now for Fairmont Senior.
Clock winding down toward the 5-minute mark here. And they just continue to do what they do best. Laxton throws that one back out front. They rotate it around again. He takes it inside, pitches it back out once more.
Quick to get the ball around the perimeter against this zone defense. That's what you got to do to bust a zone. Now we get a call on, I believe that's going to go against Shane Felton for Preston. Call on the floor. So Jones will inbounce on the far sidelines right in front of the Castle Crazies. Wide open, the shot taken by Bridges did not fall. A good defensive play on the baseline by the Knights. John Noah Lockery and Corey Powles.
Yeah, they doubled up there and had a pretty good trap on the ball, but last touch by the Knights.
Ooh. It was almost showtime by Jalen Bridges. He misses the dunk. Powles back the other way. Had a good look at a three and it wouldn't fall. Back comes Bridges, streaking down the lane, and a good cleanup in there. Patrick Laxton cleans the glass.
Laxton doesn't have a flashy job. He's just real good at what he does. And what he does is he ensures that they get points more often than not if that ball enters down low.
He's got a lot of size to him too, Steve. He bodies up with just about anybody on the Preston team. He's the muscle. Now Powles drives the baseline. Little floater didn't go. And Laxton down with the rebound once again. Here comes Senior. Dobbs, slice and dice all the way to the hole. He'll go to the line. Zion Dobbs.
Favor in his left hand a little bit as he got up off the floor there and walked to the line. Unfortunately, he shoots free throws with the right, so that's no help.
Drills 4 for 4 from the line. He's looking at his hand, his wrist.
Yeah, he's continuing to be bothered by that a little bit. So he may have to come and have a visit with the trainer. But right now, he doesn't want to come off the floor.
Down to Rebella. Rebella tried to get a shot up, would not go. Oh, beautiful pass. Down low. I couldn't see. I think that they got it into to Jalen Johnson, who scores it from Dobbs. Nick Smith with about a 10-footer, did not go, and a run out the other way, missed.
Laxton that time got a little out of position, didn't realize how far he was under the iron, and bricked that one off the bottom of the rim.
They're so good in transition, too. You blink and they've already went by you. Here they come again. Up on the glass, he scores it. Jalen Johnson.
Monty Rebello will pick up the personal, and that is the night's 6th team foul.
Johnson will get the and one. It's his 7th point here, unofficially here in this first half. Lockery trying to find an opening any way he can. It's just not there. Matheny has drawn Bridges, and Bridges just won't give him an ounce. Now Rebello with a turnaround, too strong on the rim. They fight for it, but out of there comes Dobbs. Tried to get the pass cross court to Bridges. One of the only turnovers they've had in the quarter.
I count 2 thus far.
Lockery out front. Can't find anybody to get the ball to.
And an unforced error as the Knights look one way, throw the ball the other. And it is out into the first row and over to Fairmont Senior.
Silas Jones back in the game. Comes in for Bryson Flowers. Working around the perimeter, tried to get it inside to Jalen Johnson. And Knights stopped that. But heavy pressure from Jones. To get it down to Matheny on the baseline. He takes a long three. Air ball, did not even hit iron. Here we go. Bridges. He slams it home.
Open run out straight at the basket are going to invite that.
Little showtime. Now Nick Smith goes in hard, and he's going to be fouled. That was a foul on Patrick Laxton. Go put Smith to the line. That was good move by Mr. Smith. Nick made a quick move to the paint. Laxton got him from behind.
Smith 1 of 2 from the line. And the clock winds down inside the final 15 seconds of the first half here.
Dobbs jumped in the middle of 3 Knights. And finally, they call a foul, I believe, on 23, which would be Austin Matheny, and that's his 3rd.
Whistle blew with 2.3 seconds remaining on the big clock. And that first free throw up by Dobbs is a miss.
Quick substitution brings Bryson Flowers back in the game for the last 2 ticks. Dobbs perfect from the charity stripe. And that's going to end the first half, Steve, by a score of 34-4 in favor of Fairmont Senior.
Yes, indeed. Frustrating for the Knights? You bet. There's no doubt about that. But they'll go to halftime. They'll look at what adjustments can be made. Fairmont Senior will take a quick break in the locker room, no doubt, come out and showcase some more of their talent warming up for second half action.
Oh my.
We'll take a break here for these messages from the fine folks that bring you Preston Night Basketball here on Hometown TV, and we'll be back with more right after this.
ATI Industries, located 10 miles east of Morgantown in Reedsville, West Virginia, is looking for driven, hard-working individuals to assist in our ever-growing business. Dedicated to leading the oil and gas industry in the inspection of drill string elements, downhole tools, casing, and rig handling equipment, ATI Industries has grown into one of the largest inspection companies in the Appalachian Basin. Servicing the greater West Virginia, Ohio, and Pennsylvania areas, ATI Industries has stayed committed to providing unsurpassed oilfield services with the highest standard of safety, reliability, and integrity to our employees, our community, and our customers. ATI Industries is located at 343 North Robertstone Way, right here in Reedsville, West Virginia. Come see us today.
Back at halftime, and a real treat as we're joined by Coach Dave Retton from Fairmont Senior. Coach, thanks for stopping by. The Hometown TV fans want to congratulate you on this 19-1 coming into this game record. Probably 19-1.5 right now, I'd say. But it looks like you guys are poised to take on all comers and hopefully get a trip back to Charleston here in the near future.
I like how hard we're playing. Our guys are playing very intense on defense. We're in passing lanes. We're contesting dribbles. We're contesting shots. And one of my pet peeves with, I say, our team earlier in the season has been, you know, sometimes we have turned it on and turned it off. And our last 5 or 6 games, our practices, our guys, I think, are very dialed in on working on playing hard for 32 minutes.
It looks like they're very, very focused. We were watching them in warm-ups, and they remind me of a small college team more than a high school team, just by their demeanor and the way they approach things, very, very professionally. And I know a lot of that comes from the top down. I know that you've coached for 22 years at Fairmont Senior, and that's the way you do things. And it just is a cut above, I think, what we see with a lot of teams. And it's hard to get high school kids to be this serious. I don't know how you do it.
You know, we're very fortunate. I think we've had success, and I think those kids want to continue to have success. And it all starts with our players and their desire to be good. And it's easy to coach guys that want to be successful and want to do it the right way.
Well, and that's the key to it, really. I think the best of it is we always see with the Fairmont Senior teams that come in here, they're doing it the right way. We appreciate so much that you stopped by. Thank you. Everyone at Hometown TV wishes you well with the remainder of the season.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Yeah. Dave Retton, and you will not find a more classy individual in the coaching ranks in the state of West Virginia. There just isn't anybody better than Dave at what he does. And he's a true original.
Yes, he is. And he's got a talented team. We've seen this. We knew coming in they were going to be that good.
Yeah, he talked about focus and getting them to do the right things and do things the right way. And masterful job, because that truly is the difference when you look at this team on the floor, is how focused they are on doing what they've been coached so well to do.
Well, even the Preston coaches, we were talking to them earlier, said, you know, they were amazed by the unselfishness of this team, the way they pass the ball, and you know, there's nobody trying to outdo anybody else on that team. They're really unselfish with the ball, and everybody gets a shot at it. malfunction with the clock here. So the Polar Bears will inbounds on the far sidelines, leading 34-4 here in the third period. Zion Dobbs out front with the ball. He gets it to Silas Jones. We also have Jalen Bridges in the game. And loose ball underneath, cleaned up by Jalen Johnson. He starts the scoring for Fairmont Senior here in the third period.
And for Preston, they've just got to get back into the routine of playing their game. But it's hard to do when you're faced with speed like that.
Yeah. That was a great steal by Jones, and he worked it all the way down, got the ball to Bridges, and Bridges got hacked as he was about to go up strong on the glass. But he'll go to the charity stripe. He's just got a pure stroke, Steve. We've seen that from his outside shooting. He's a very skilled player.
Yeah, you can imagine the amount of practice time that young man puts into his game to develop the consistency that he has with his shooting.
I like this matchup. We got Caleb Seipold in the game now, a little bigger body for the Knights. Laxton has him down low. They try to get the ball to him. Lockery fired a pass in there that Seipold wasn't going to handle.
Now, and for the Knights, I think you'd have to call Caleb Seipold the project right now. Young man, obviously, with a great future here on the hilltop, but he is a freshman.
Johnson with the steal and the run out on the other end. He gets fouled. We'll go to the charity stripe. Right before that, a little earlier, Fairmont Senior doing just about whatever they want to do with the ball. Call goes against Rebello, his second. Johnson missed the first, but was good on the second. 42-4. Powell's going to take it strong to the hole. No good. Seipold had his hands on the rebound. Rebello takes one from deep. And we get an official timeout as Corey Powell's got smacked in the face. Rebello will come out. Burrow goes in for the Knights. Yeah, Corey's trying to shake that off. I think he got hit right on the bridge of the nose. Lockery out front. He's going to try to get it down to Smith. Smith pulls up, and now he takes one just inside the line. But from deep, Jalen Bridges. Piles looks again for Smith. Smith, little fake, little move, and scores it. He's starting to come alive a little bit now here in this third period. Oh, hard on the glass. Seipold as Bridges Went right down the baseline, and Seipold met him, but Bridges still scored it. And he's good on the and one.
That'll give Fairmont Senior their 48th point as we wind toward the midpoint of this third period. Contact to Smith, cut into the paint there.
And they're going to get Laxton on a block. He thought he was set up pretty good for an offensive foul, but the call went against him instead.
Picks up his second personal and gives the Knights the ball on the floor.
Smith thought he had Corey Piles on the baseline. Turns it over. That came at the 4:30 mark here in the third period.
Nice job to stop the ball by Maruccio Barrow there.
Good give and go by Laxton. Got it down deep.
Couple of attempts that missed the mark.
Laxton got it down to Johnson down on the low blocks. Nice pass, bounce pass down to him. But he couldn't get it to go. And
rattles two home, and Fairmont Senior has achieved the 50-point mark here this evening.
that's Eric Smith that came in the game. Now we get it in Seipold. Nice move up on the glass. Just a little too quick. Back the other way, Laxton. He lays it on the glass, scores it. Nice screen set by Piles, back to Smith. Little crossover, takes a shot. This would not fall, and back comes Fairmont Senior. Silas Jones. Oh, what a move by Jones, and he goes down hard. Splits two Knight defenders. They're going to call it on the floor. Second personal foul on Caleb Seipold. Corey comes down with the rebound. We'll bring it up past midcourt. He's going to take one from the top of the key. Boom! Corey Piles. Finally, Corey gets an open look.
All too infrequent here tonight. Again, contact underneath as Laxton working the baseline down there.
Big shot. Washnitz. He buries it.
And he checked in. He was in the contest for all of about 15 seconds before they got him the open look. Got him the ball, and he drilled it.
Just tickled the silk. Seipold picks up his third or fourth foul. I'm not sure which. I have to wait till it comes up on the board. They were quick. He's going to have to bring him out of the game. Gets him a little bit of experience against this good team. I'm glad to see that. Wow, what a stroke. Jalen Bridges. From deep. Lockery down on the baseline, trap. Gets his own rebound. Now to Corey Piles. Piles drills another one.
That comes just outside the 2-minute mark here in the third period.
To Silas Jones for 3. Quick timeout by Coach Kuntz as the ball was on the floor.
That timeout comes at the 1:41 mark here. And gives Preston an opportunity to take a quick breath.
Looking down into the huddle with Coach Retton there for a second. He said this is a teaching experience for him. He has this game well in hand.
You know,
they know it.
Yeah, and at this point in the year, I think what he was telling us is so true in the interview. It's all about focus and how and why you do things a certain way. And he's got his team on the razor's edge of that.
Had the look they wanted. They tried to get it into Burrow, and he just did not handle the pass. Another turnover, 61-14. Time running out here in the third period. Drive into the hole, little slice and dice. Zion Dobbs. Wow, is he so quick.
Well, we talked about it early, Terry. Their quickness is deceptive because of their size and because of the fact that usually when you have a couple of guys on a team that are that much quicker than the opponents, it stands out. The reason it doesn't stand out as much with Fairmont Senior is because they're all that fast.
Yeah.
They move as a unit.
That was Dobbs' first miss from the charity stripe tonight. Seven for 8.
Barrow in traffic has the ball stripped.
Big lob down underneath. Jalen Bridges just wasn't set up ready for that. I think he would have took it to the rack a lot harder. Smith, nice drive down on the baseline, and he'll pick up, go to the charity stripe.
Well, I think also at this point with the game no longer in question by far, you know, the Fairmont Senior bench is over there kind of sitting on their hands a little bit. They're not screaming and stomping. And Coach Retton is telling his guys, look, you've made your point. You don't have to show off.
Right. I look for him here in the fourth period. I mean, he knows that these guys are on TV today, and they're going to get to see themselves play a little bit. So he's going to let the starters stay in a while. In and out. The big rebound underneath by Laxton. Such a wide body. He knows how to get positioned down low on the blocks. We really just don't have anybody that matches up with him very well, Steve.
No, again, it's a certain kind of athleticism, but when you add the size and speed, the closest we have are Corey Piles, Nick Smith, and Caleb Seipold. And of course, Rebello with his athleticism.
That was a really nice job by Monty that time. He stayed in control with his body down low, made a couple spin moves, and did get a shot up and will go to the line, but he misses his first free throw attempt. He hasn't been able to get his shot to go, but he's put up some nice looks. Now he finally gets one of the free throws to drop in. 19 seconds here in the third. They'll hold for the final shot. Oh, what a job. Beautiful tip in by Laxton.
There's all that talent, all that speed and athleticism, and then sometimes you're just lucky.
Yeah, that was.
that ball went up, and I didn't think that had a prayer, but they knock it in at the end to get to 67. So 67-15 as we take the break here, and we'll be back with fourth quarter action on Hometown TV.
Ed B, do you know why I stopped you? Well, your sticker is dead, wires are coming out of your tires, and I heard your brakes squealing from way back yonder. You need to get to the tire ladies, get in alignment, get the brakes put on this thing, get it inspected, and while you're there, you might as well get your oil changed. And if you don't, next time I see you, you're getting a ticket. Barney, put that bullet away.
Rainbow Tire, the tire lady takes care of me.
Become part of the family at Preston Family Pharmacy. It's not just their name, it's their philosophy. They treat you like family.
Whether you've just left the hospital or a routine checkup, make Preston Family Pharmacy your neighborhood pharmacy your next stop. The friendly professional staff at Preston Family Pharmacy will make sure that you get the time and attention you deserve for all your pharmacy needs. Preston Family Pharmacy is currently accepting all patients.
Preston Family Pharmacy, Route 7 across from Walmart, Kingwood. They'll take care of you like family.
Happy New Year! Kent and Melissa with Delano's Furniture and Mattress. Celebrate the new year with us by saving big on our double-sided made in West Virginia mattress sets.
Yesterday's quality meets today's technology. A mattress you can flip. It'll last you year after year. Come experience the Delano's difference.
The Delano's difference. The Delano's difference.
We also have adjustable beds.
ATI Industries, located 10 miles east of Morgantown in Reedsville, West Virginia, is looking for driven, hard-working individuals to assist in our ever-growing business. Dedicated to leading the oil and gas industry in the inspection of drill string elements, downhole tools, casing, and rig handling equipment, ATI Industries has grown into one of the largest inspection companies in the Appalachian Basin. Servicing the greater West Virginia, Ohio, and Pennsylvania areas, ATI Industries has stayed committed to providing unsurpassed oilfield services with the highest standard of safety, reliability, and integrity to our employees, our community, and our customers. ATI Industries is located at 343 North Robertstone Way, right here in Reedsville, West Virginia. Come see us today. All right, we're back in for the final period as the Fairmont Senior Polar Bears in command.
I think command is the right way to put it. They're commanding the floor here in the castle as though it was their own. And Preston just doesn't really have an answer for the talent that they're up against here tonight.
No, and it looks like Coach Retton is he's conceded. All the starters are now on the bench. A lot of new players in the game for this final period. Nick Smith takes it in towards the hole. And a rebound by Zach Shannon.
Nice put back by Shannon, and the whistle and contact made there. He will get to the line.
And he gets the and one. We saw the JV play even with the Polar Bears JV earlier.
Well, and actually did a nice job because they went down by double digits, fought their way back, and then played it even down the stretch. Dropped a fairly close one by 6 points just in the last minute and a half.
Jalen Johnson, one of the final starters, or in the game for the Polar Bears. Piles will take one. And
crashing in there from the opposite side was Monty Rebello, and got contact on the attempt at the putback. Goes to the line and just steps right up. Doesn't even take a dribble, drains the first one.
That personal foul went against Johnson. That's only his first personal in this ball game.
1 of 2 gives the Knights 20.
Now a run out the other way, a fight for the ball. It's on the floor. Nice hustle by both teams. But the Polar Bears come out of there with it. And then Rebello tracks it down on the other end. Fowles gets it across the timeline, sets it up for the Knights. And a turnover. Trying to find Johnson deep, overthrew him, out of bounds. Preston
getting a little bit wild out there on the floor right now as some of these players trying to make some moves.
Nick Smith drives it home and he's blocked. That was big Eric Smith. Now they get it into Smith, up on the glass, misses it. Gets the loose ball down on the floor and goes back up with it strong. Eric Smith scores it. Nick Smith from outside the arc for a 3. Back the other way. They're so quick. You got to get in front of them. Johnson scores it. Go down to Shannon. Shannon with a turnaround. Not there.
A little bit strong, Zach, with that shot over the rim, and the Polar Bears waste no time.
Oh, he buried it from downtown. Wow, what a shot.
Shots like that will have some of the small college coaches looking at that young man, because that was a quality 3 right there.
I don't know if that was Cameron Hines. I'm not sure.
I believe it was.
He just drilled it from deep. That was an NBA 3. More substitutions in the game for the Polar Bears. Gomalak's in the game, I believe, and Vianney. Nice job by Monty Rebello to get up on the glass and score it.
Yeah, he took that one all the way to the rim.
Ball out of bounds to the Polar Bears. They kick it in and quickly shot from outside. Another tray raining down on our Knights. That's Gomalak.
They just keep finding people to shoot the ball. And it doesn't really matter which Polar Bear it is. Smith down inside got the ball, but he was doubled and had it stripped away.
Wow. They just keep on coming.
Yeah, the Polar Bears putting on a shooting clinic here now.
Vianney.
We head toward the 3.5-minute mark, and Coach Paul Kuntz is getting ready to pull the whole squad and give some of his younger players, we'll call them the Preston Irregulars.
Yeah.
At this point, they're going to take the floor for the final 3.5, and a good round of applause for the Knights who come off the floor here.
You know, Steve, they don't have it any easier either, because now their next game is with another tough opponent in AAA University High.
Oh, you had to bring that up.
It just doesn't get any better. Coach Schmidl will bring his charges in to the castle.
And no doubt he'll bring our old buddy Barry Sanders with him. And
yeah. Coach just loves coming back here.
That's always a treat. Yeah, tell me about it. I came in here before the season for a little preparatory work and caught him in the lunchroom. He was up here having lunch one day. I said, what are you doing here? He said, eating lunch.
Well, if we have school, there's rumors floating that there may be a statewide teacher strike.
Well, that we'll have to wait and see. I'm here for the fun, not the politics tonight. And although the youngsters out on the floor here for Preston will tell you they don't consider this fun.
No.
Well, the guys who are on the floor now are having a good time because they're getting to play some ball. But, you know, live and learn, and you take it one game at a time. And one thing about the Preston Knights, there's no quit.
Now we're getting to see the youngsters in the game. Oh, big block down low. Where'd that come from? I couldn't see. And I believe we've got someone down injured for the Polar Bears. He went up and it's a great block. And then he went down hard.
Yeah, that's Wash, and that's number 10, I believe.
I hope he's okay. Working on his leg down there. Watch Paul in the huddle. Trainer will come out.
And hopefully that young man is experiencing maybe some discomfort, and hopefully that's all, as he's going to walk off now under his own power. And it's always good when they get up and walk away.
Yeah, he's played hard tonight. All right, we'll bring him back out on the floor for the last 2 minutes and 20 seconds. 85-25 in favor of the Polar Bears. And for all the people that came out tonight to watch, they've seen.
Well, you know, high school basketball is entertaining, no matter who you're rooting for, and we all want the home team to win. But, you know, it's exciting to see a team like this in the state of West Virginia perform at the level that a Martinsburg, a University, a Fairmont Senior does. I mean, it's exciting to come out and get to see them on your home court.
Travel, and the ball will go over to the Knights.
And for those folks who couldn't be here, I'm really pleased that we can present these games to you on Hometown TV, and particularly on the YouTube channel, so that folks can get a taste of what this talented squad is all about.
Run out the other way, scores it. Cameron Hines. It just would not drop.
Ball hung on the rim for a long time, spinning and spinning there before it fell out.
Yep. Brandt will get to the line. Brian Brandt. It's his name in the book.
Yeah, that going down the road and into next season, that's a name you're going to hear a lot more of.
Oh, good job, J.C. Harris. He plays hard at the JV level. He plays hard all the time. I like this group JV ball players that are coming up for Preston.
Yeah, they're a hard charging unit. They work very, very well together, and they're very unselfish.
But as usual, size is what we lack here at Preston. Just cannot seem to find the 6'6", 6'7" players.
Aside from Caleb Seipold that we saw earlier, you're right. And you have those years when there just doesn't seem to be anybody in the house and the cupboard's kind of bare. I think the Knights are working through that situation, and you're going to see, hopefully, some big guys here in the next couple years. There are some youngsters at the middle school level that we saw play this past weekend, Terry, that certainly could grow into that role.
Yeah, there's players around. We just got to get them to show up.
Yep. Well, we wind down to the end of this one, and it is not the conclusion, obviously, that hometown fans want to see. A 90-27 drubbing by Fairmont Senior. They moved to 20-1 on the season, and they'll wrap things up and get ready for postseason play. And we wish them well. I'll be cheering for them all the way down to Charleston.
Yeah.
I hope they can make it back down there. They're a fun group to watch, obviously very talented. And again, having seen some of the best in the state, I think these are some of the best in the state. And I'd put them up against anybody at any level. So certainly if there's a double-A team out there that can take on this squad, it'll be very, very interesting to see throughout the postseason.
Yeah, I agree with you, Steve. They're just going to be a dominant team in Double-A. We'll just have to see how it goes down. You know, there's teams down in the southern part of the state that I haven't seen, so you know we don't know what they'll be going up with later on. But they definitely have the squad to get there and hopefully get to the finals.
Yeah, well, you know, it's been fun here in the Castle, regardless of the score. We've had a good time once again with all of our friends here.
Yep.
If you weren't out here, there's one more opportunity for a regular season contest. Get out here to the Castle and enjoy it with us at the final game when University High comes to town on Wednesday. And hopefully we'll be able to be in here and the Knights will be raring to go. and we'll see some old friends, and we'll have some more fun watching a basketball game here on the court at Preston High. In the meantime, again, we thank you for tuning in here on Hometown TV. For everyone who has enjoyed all season long, and keep it coming. We'll keep it coming. We'll see what's around the corner next for Preston. But in the meantime, we want to thank the big Texan himself, Rick Walker, our technical director tonight, Dan Sims and Bob Meisner, as always, bringing you the steady shots on camera that help you be part of the Castle Crazies or wherever they might get to here on the premises. You never know. Dan Sims with that wireless rig now, you never know where he's going to show up. I'm a little scared about that.
Yeah.
But,
and Bob Curtis, too, helping out tonight.
And Bob Curtis here tonight also on camera. So for those guys, for Terry, for our executive producer back at the Mountain Digital Studios, Denise Blake, I'm Steve Blake. Thanks again for tuning in. We appreciate you all. Stay safe out there. February's almost, we're halfway through. Yeah. February will be over soon. Spring will be here just around the corner. In the meantime, we say good night.
Good night.
Preston Memorial Hospital offers 4 locations in Preston County to complete your laboratory tests. Our friendly, qualified staff is happy to serve you in Kingwood, Reedsville, Fellowsville, and now our newest location in Brewston Mills at the Brewston Mills Medical Center, where no appointment is necessary as walk-ins are welcome on Mondays from 7 to 5, Tuesdays through Thursday from 7 to 3:30, and 7 to 11 on Fridays. For directions or questions, give us a call at 304-379-1103.
Brown's Mill Grocery invites you to stop by for anything you might need. If you're looking for a quick bite, Brown's Mill has buffet-style pizza, fresh subs, and cold drinks. Fill up your tank and your car's tank, too, with quality gasoline. Snacks, cold drinks, gasoline, anything you might need, you'll find at Brown's Mill Grocery. Brown's Mill Grocery at the corner of the Dogtown Road and Route 92. We look forward to seeing you soon at Brown's Mill Grocery. From humble beginnings, Stone Paving has emerged as one of the premier paving companies in the region. Stone Paving has been doing business for nearly 20 years and provides asphalt paving services to residential, commercial, and highway customers. They're pre-qualified with the West Virginia Department of Highways and have a history of meeting the most demanding schedules. Stone Paving has equipment and personnel that can complete any project, and they're committed to providing quality service at a competitive price. When you're planning your next project, call Stone Paving.